So a warm welcome back to Warwick Kart Club, the Sandy Green Raceway. Time for Heat 2, and Sammy Greenhalgh gives the big hang 10 as he goes by. And it is the singles juniors to get Heat number 2 underway. 10 laps of racing. They are on their sighting lap. This time they will start the formation lap and start to get into formation as Hayden Crosley. Too many Crosleys here this weekend. Hayden Crosley is just off the back a little bit. He's got to chase them down and catch up with those front three. But now they will slow it down and head down Power Republic corner onto Sinking Straight and start to form up. In 1, Zachary Phil. Out of 2, Jackson Greenhalgh. From 3, Sammy Greenhalgh. And from 4, Hayden Crosley. That is how they line up. Get the big lofted hang 10 once more from Sammy Greenhalgh, ever the showboater himself. So down they come. This time we will go green like racing. Through New Pub they go, heading onto Better Bends. Remember, this is the opposite direction to what these boys are used to. Even Jackson and Sammy Greenhalgh will have done this very, very rarely indeed. It is a great direction for Warwick Kart Club to race in. And now we are ready to go. Through Cossa they head, onto pit corner. The flag is ready. Beth Stebbings has the flag in hand. She will drop the Australian flag to go racing. It is 4-stroke singles, the juniors, heat number 2. We are Australian flag racing, and away we go. 3 wide into pub and right through, threading the eye of the needle was Zachary Phil. Ooh, that took a little bit of guts. Boy, oh boy. Jackson Greenhalgh went one side, Sammy Greenhalgh the other, and Zachary Phil just stuck right up the middle. What a drive to get the whole shot, boy oh boy. So Phil leads the way from Jackson Greenhalgh, Sammy Greenhalgh and Hayden Crosley into Better Bends, I should say, for the first flying lap. Round they head through Broderick's. Bit of a slide there from the front end of Jackson Greenhalgh. There is something amiss with that kart, because look at the lead already from Zachary Phil. So Jackson Greenhalgh may have made a change. It maybe not have worked in this one as he starts to push it now through Power Republic and onto Sinking Straight. Down they come into pub. The big sweeping right-hander. He's got to start to really drive hard now. Sammy Greenhalgh will try and push him. Hayden Crosley chasing. Through Cashes they head. Back towards me then. Phil, Greenhalgh, Crosley. They all go through the DPE chicane. Heading now down into the right-hander of New Pub. Oh, Greenhalgh get run at the back of his brother Jackson, so Sammy really pushing hard. He can see Zachary Phil getting away. Down racing ears they go, heading into Cossa. Still Sammy Greenhalgh hustling. He's going to turn the screw on a minute because Jackson is getting left. Zachary Phil is getting a big gap on them. Sammy Greenhalgh can see it happening. He does not want this to go any further. Down they go, down Sinking Straight, on the brakes into pub. Big wide line there from Jackson Greenhalgh. Looks like he's really struggling with the handling of that number 13 kart. Back they come towards me, and still Sammy Greenhalgh trying to get away through, can't find a way. Hayden Crosley chasing. Through they go through New Pub. And still Sammy Greenhalgh, oh, he just can't find a way through. The gap at the moment to the leader, 0.945. Zachary Phil once again having it all his own way. Down racing ears, into Cossa they go. The left-handed kink, now into pit corner. Still Sammy Greenhalgh hustling his brother. It is a 51.472. to Jackson Greenhalgh, a 51.432 to Sammy Greenhalgh. He needs to go, and he needs to go now on lap number 3. He's got to make a move. Right, they come through pub. Still Jackson holds. The comeback isn't on from there. They both go wide into Cashies and wide out. Zachary Phil leads. 0.845, they are closing him down. Is the kart coming back to Jackson Greenhalgh? He's just gone quicker. Zachary Phil, the quickest kart on track, but that lap, Jackson Greenhouse was a 10th quick. Whoa, he's using the curb as well. Whacks the curb in Broderick's. Trying to take the short course and use all track limits. Sammy Greenhouse would do well to push his brother on a little bit further. Down they go, down that short straight of Power Republic. Now they're into sinking straight. The lead, 0.845. And they come down into pub. 1.118. He's just extended it further. Anything you can do, I can do just as well. And Zachary Phil is absolutely charging through DPE, the chicane. Hayden Crosley still chasing in the 28. Through he goes, heading towards New Pub. And now Sammy Greenhouse hustling once more. Into Better Benz they go. Back towards me, through Broderick's, the left-hander. Now onto Racing Ears. And still Sammy Greenhouse chasing his brother Jackson all the way into Cossa. But Zachary Phil, 51.049. Quickest lap of the race on lap number 3. And he is 3/10 quicker than anybody. Down they come then into sinking straight. Who goes quicker this time? They're chasing hard. 1.156. He's gone faster yet again. 51.033. Zachary Phil is absolutely flying. The 77 DPE Arrow car is on fire. Doing the right-hander. A new pub. Still Sammy Greenhouse hustling. 51 zeros to the pair of the Greenhouses. If he could get past his brother, he may well go quicker, but he just cannot find a way past. Through Cossa they head. Now they head through pit corner. Round they come then, through pit corner, heading down onto sinking straight. Over Sinkins, there's still a good lead. Phil, Jackson Greenhouse, Sammy Greenhouse, Hayden Crosley. Through they go, heading back towards me, and still Zachary Phil looks absolutely in control. Has been so far, Ordained into the 50.667, 50.869 though to Jackson Greenhouse. He's pushing on. They both going, oh, you are kidding me! Unbelievable stuff! Jackson and Sammy Greenhouse both just did a 50.869. Identical times on that lap. Absolutely identical. Unbelievable stuff, and they are chasing hard, but Zachary Phil on 6 laps in is absolutely on fire. He is not going to be caught, and it's a massive lead. 1.866 in the second gap. And now Sammy Greenhouse is starting to hustle. He really does want to have a look, and Jackson Greenhouse hanging on in there, but Sammy surely is going to have a crack at this sometime soon. Looking like he wants it. Whoa, he's right on the bumper this time again into Better Benz. Now they'll come back towards Broderick's, the left-hander, onto Racing Ears. No curb this time, wide exit for Jackson. Sammy's right on the bumper, gives him the love tap into Cossa. Leaning into the curb there for Jackson Greenhouse. Now they head round pit corner, shooting down towards Power Republic. Can he get on the inside? Now I think he's got the run. Down Sinkins straight, surely. So, oh, Jackson gets away down Sinkins. Leader back towards me. Zachary Phil goes through. Jackson and Sammy Greenhouse go through. Here comes Hayden Crosley to go through. Round he goes. Heading into Cashes. Oh, side by side now. Greenhouse, Sammy gets him, he does it in DPE. Sammy Greenhouse finally has gone through on Jackson. Now what can he do to chase down Zachary Phil with just 3 laps to go? I think that is way, way too far. He should have done this way earlier, but now we're going to see what kind of pace he's got. And will he have the pace of the flying Zachary Phil, who's just done a 50.441. The number 77 Arrow down into pub. Round he comes. Slower that time at 50.487. Now we're going to see what Sammy Greenhouse at least would have had, as he's just done his quickest lap. It only took him 1, and he suddenly goes quicker. Oh boy, this could have been the shake-up we needed. 50.804. And I think this time round he may well even go quicker. It's now Phil, Sam Greenhalgh, Jackson Greenhalgh, Hayden Crosley. That's your order with 2 to go and 1 after this one. Jackson Greenhalgh struggling now. Sammy starting to back it in through Cossa. Through pit corner he goes. F100 qualifying to come. They are waiting in the wings. 1 more lap of the juniors to go. And Zachary Phil, 2.8 second gap, 50.681. I'll tell you what, Sammy Greenhalgh could have run this close. He just matched the leader's time. So Sammy Greenhalgh needed that. He needed to let loose. And he just did. He couldn't even get the quickest lap of the race if he can nail this one. It is the last lap. It is the juniors, the 4-stroke singles of the SEK QLD Championship round. Number 6 at Warwick Car Club. The checkered flag awaits. And give it up. Heat number 2. Winner, chicken dinner. Zachary Phil takes the win. Second, Sammy Greenhalgh. Oh, with the quickest lap as well. Third, Jackson Greenhalgh. Fourth, Hayden Crosley. But that was the shake-up we needed. The quickest lap of the race of 50.321 to that man, Sammy Greenhalgh. And Jackson's just put it in the dirt. He just lost it at Cashies. So Jackson Greenhalgh just lost it. And he's parked